Hi, here's another video. I've just bought this Beko tumble dryer. There's some model number there, spares and repairs, and the seller states that it's missing its condenser unit. I'll show you around the unit here. That's a water reservoir, and this is the lint filter, which is being cleaned. You see all the lint down here, and the seller states that it was the condenser was as you can see, it's missing here. So I've had to order a new one because the original condenser was wasn't maintained, and apparently it broke apart when they're trying to clean it. It's all the lint inside here. This is a sign of a poorly maintained machine. Tumble dryer. It's all the lint inside here, layers and layers of it. Not supposed to be in here like this. And let me show you around the unit. And this is where the pump's kept. Let me just undo that, because there's more than likely that's going to be full of lint also, where this is the pump and the where the water is pumped up to the reservoir. This is at the back of the condenser. Let me just see if I can get that out for you. Just undo this pipe. Once I've undone the screw, and it should just flick back like so, exposing the pump and the float. Let me see if I can pop that out. Just remove that. A little bit fiddly. There's another pipe here, return pipe, which I've got to undo. Let me just get my pliers in to undo that one. That's where the water returns back to the chamber at the bottom, where the water collects. A little bit fiddly to do with one hand and the camera, but let me see if I can just get that out. Okay, that should come out now. And as you can see, there's a lot of lint inside here, as I thought, because this machine was not being maintained correctly. I'm just going to do this connector. Make sure you disconnect it from the mains, as there is live electrics down here. And this is the pump. A lot of lint around it, you can see there, so I'm going to have to give that a clean. And you can see there's a build-up of lint inside here. Not supposed to be. It's supposed to be just water. And there's a float there, covered in lint. So it will constantly be registering that the chamber's full. With all that build-up of lint behind it, let me just take the top cover and show you. There's a bit of a build-up of lint behind here also. Right, I'm going to dismantle the machine lively, as you can see here. And because I'm going to give it a little clean, it's not being maintained, and it's just full of lint everywhere. This is a good cause of dryer fires. So I'm going to give the whole thing a clean. Here you can see I'm just removing the fan cover and the heater. And I've managed to get the heater slightly disconnected here, as you can see. Just got it hanging off. And you can see there's a build-up of lint inside here, where it's not supposed to be. Like I said, this is one of the causes of dryer fires. If the machine's not being cleaned, then the filter's not being cleaned correctly. As you can see, this one's full of lint, so I'm going to have to give it a clean, because this does get hot. See all the lint inside here. It's not too bad actually, I've seen worse. Just pop that on here for a minute. And let me just show you around here. There's bits of lint inside here. I have seen worse than this. Not that it's any better. You can see the motor there, the belts, the drive pulleys, all full of lint. And this is the inside cover, one of the side covers, full of lint also. This is the back cover, or the fan cover. As you can see, there's been a build-up of lint inside here also, because this machine, like I said before, is not being maintained correctly. The previous owners not to obviously followed the cleaning instructions. And here is the fan blower, and it's covered in lint also. So all of this will need a clean. This is the control panel. See here, got a built up lint behind here also. So I'm just documenting where the wires go, because I am going to remove this control panel. Don't want to get it wet. Here you can see me just removing the control panel. And let me just show you all the lint that was built up behind that. I'll just get me Henry Hoover and get it a vac. Just get rid of the lint from that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give the whole unit a clean, get rid of all this lint. Let's get the whole thing. This is the chamber at the back and the fans. Get it a blast, get rid of all this lint. You see the drum spinning as I'm cleaning the fan. I'm going to give the whole unit a clean. And then I'm going to leave it for about 5 days to dry out. It's the fan cover. Just get rid of that. You see the tub turning as I'm blasting all the lint off that also. And the fluff filter housing. Let me just show you inside here. As you can see, there's builds up of lint inside the back of here, which I'm going to have to blast out somehow with me jet wash. And like I said, this is because the previous owner was unaware that there was a condenser down there, and when they finally removed it, it was, well, completely clogged and broke. So I'm here, you can see me just get rid of all the lint off the heater. Obviously I'm not going to get this wet because it's got elements on it. I'm going to whack with the soft brush and the Hoover. And I've got to get these bits out, so I'll just stick a bit of pipe inside the Hoover so I can get these bits of lint from inside here, inside the side of the heating element. See there, I got most of it out. I'll just continue to clean this, the control panel, the back of it. Like I said before, I'm not going to get this wet because it's got sensitive electronics inside it. Just give it back with me. Okay, it's about a week later. I've come back to it. I left it in the shed to dry out, and as you can see here, it's completely dry now. To show you around it, got rid of all that lint. All inside here was just full of lint. Show you inside the condenser housing, that was full of lint also. And the fluff filter housing also. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. So it's just a matter of putting the unit back together. Let me just show you the float chamber. It's full of lint before, got it nice and clean now. So I'm just going to put all of this back together. That's the float. If you remember before, it was covered in lint, which was indicating that the machine was full of water, but it wasn't. It was stuck because it got blocked up with lint. Okay, so it's just a matter of reassembling it. A little bit trickier, like I said, just using the one hand. But I'm going to do my best to show you how I put it back together. This is the pump and the float housing. Like you see, I pop the float back in, polystyrene float. Just going to put the pump back in. As you can see here, like I said, a little bit fiddly, doing it with one hand. Just going to connect these pipes. That pipe at the back is for the return, where it returns back to the chamber. And what I've got to do now, once I've clicked the float assembly in, just going to connect these connectors back on. The green one is for the pump, is for the float, sorry. Purple one is for the motor, for the pump. As you can see, I've got them connected here. Just checking the float, the micro switch, click there. Okay, so that's pretty much complete now. Just got to pop this feed pipe in, which pumps the water. When the water's pumped up to the reservoir at the top, got that in. Just gotta, it just plugs in to the pump there. So let me just connect that back up. As you can see there, Pretty chuffed with that, pretty satisfied with that. So that's the pump and float chamber fully inserted. So I'm just going to put the retaining screw back in, which I removed previously. Okay, as you can see, I've got the machine all fully assembled, and this is the new condenser. Just got to insert it. Let me just show you around it first. This is the housing for the lint filter. Full of fluff last time. Let me just show you inside here. This is the housing for the condenser. And this is what it looked like before, just to remind you. Had all this buildup of lint inside of it, big chunks. And this is what it looks like now. Let's see if I can get this camera in here. As you can see there, all the lint's gone. Blasted it all out. A little bit tricky to film, not much room to get the camera in. But as you can see here, all the lint is gone now. And the machine is nice and clean. So it's just a case of giving it a test. Let me just pop this condenser in, the new one, and lock the tabs. And then let me just pop the lint filter in. Okay, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So just gonna pop this wet towel in here and give it a test to start one of the programs. Put it on for an hour and a half, I think it was, and it's pretty much finished now. Let me just stop it here, and as you can see, one towel, nice and dry, and this is the reservoir at the top, water collected. Let me just tip that out. I think there's a bit of water in there already. Let's empty that out. Pop that back in. And let me just fold this towel up and stick it on the top. Lively. And then what I've got to do now is empty this lint filter or fluff filter. Every cycle you're going to empty this one. See, it's caught a bit of lint inside here, which I'm using a paintbrush just to brush it off of the lint filter, or soft brush. Just brush it off into the bin, pop that back in. There's also a condenser which needs to be cleaned once a month, but with that, that's complete now. Thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.